Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the garage. So once again, we are working on the race truck, kind of picking up where we left off in the last video. So if you guys saw the last video, you remember we're kind of going to start reassembling the truck. And we realized, you know what, this thing needs a bath, we need to clean it out. We really got some stuff we need to do before we proceed further. To kind of accept all the new parts and just kind of start off with truly a fresh, clean slate. So I've been working on that. It's been nothing exciting. The big job was to patch the floor because, as you guys know, we do a lot of cutting and grinding and so on and so forth here. And that's going to be kind of the end of that. Yes, we're going to have little odd jobs here and there, like mounting our Kirky seat, putting our 5-point harness in and the attachment points for that. But that's all little stuff by comparison to the floor job. So the last few nights, that's what I've been working on. So we'll start over here on the passenger side because, well, it is done. So as you can see, we have a little patch panel here. I even took the time to hole saw the hole for the cage. And then we have a panel back here going up, panel across, and then across the rear here. I had actually saved this piece for no other reason than it just kind of got pushed under something. So I patched that back in. I really probably should have just made a new panel for it because I had to fill these gaps, and yeah, that just took way more time than it should have. So if you guys look at it, it's nothing special, it's nothing fancy, just using the MIG gun and just kind of tacking everything in place, kind of doing a little body and fender work, beating it down, and just kind of patching the holes. That's all we're doing. We're not worried about the looks. It's the floor. I have future plans for it. We're just trying to fill these holes for now, but I'm very happy with how this all came out for only a little bit of effort. Really, it wasn't that big a deal, but like I said, kind of cut out for all of our tubes, so everything's looking good here. And then this evening, I started on the driver's side, what was left, before I picked the camera up, and we're making some headway over here, and I'm hoping we'll be done this tonight. So as you guys can see, we still have our panel up front here, which I do have a little template that I made. Then we need a little panel here, and I've been working on this one here. So here is kind of the crudity. This is kind of the crudity we're working with here. Just a little panel, cut a couple hole saw things and all that. Put that in there. We'll tack it down in a couple spots, start beating things around and see where we get. But we did get this piece in right here, and that really stiffened things up. That really stiffened things up because before you do that, every time you'd step foot in here, this whole corner would kind of come down. But as you can see, just adding this one piece here has made everything rigid. So our floor is good and rigid again. We'll get this piece in, we'll get the building out the other two, grind everything down because my MIG welds, well, they look terrible because I'm not cleaning everything off. Not that I'm great at MIG welding to begin with, and this little machine really, I guess it doesn't have the duty cycle to keep up with what I'm doing. But I'm not cleaning anything off unless there's some rust on the panel, because as you guys can see, yeah, sheet metal's got a little rust on it. But cleaning that off, as far as in the cap, I'm not worried about it. Like I told you guys, this is more just something that we need to do. I don't really care how it looks. I'm happy with how it looks so far, so we're just going to keep going that way. So that's enough jibber jabbering. Let's get this piece in, get the last two made, and if we still got daylight, maybe we'll roll this puppy out and give her a bath. Well, guys, we're done. So the floor patching is complete. It does not look the best. It's not perfect, but that's not what we're going for. We're going for just coverage, quick, easy. Like I said, I have future plans for this whole floor, so I'm not that worried about it. And if we get the truck going this year, we're not going to have it going for too long till it's time to get into winter type activities. Anyway, guys, so like I said, the floor is done. We got patches all on the driver's side as well as the passenger side, which is already done. The patches are not looking bad for the amount of time they took. Honestly, like I said, we just kind of did it very quickly. But they're in, they're looking good. I got everything vacuumed up. The garage is cleaned up somewhat. But yeah, so we're ready to roll this thing outside tomorrow. I'm gonna pressure wash the whole thing. Just inside especially, try and get anything loose up and just clean the whole thing. Try and hose it off with the pressure washer and then scrub the thing down with some Dawn or something like that. You know, just try and get everything out of there so we are good to go. And then we really have just a fresh canvas to start putting back together. Yeah, I mean, it's just to that point where we're about ready to start reassembling this thing. And like I've told you guys before, our Freedom Racing engine should be here at the house here in the next week or so. We have some work we're going to do here while we're bringing it, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, we got brake lines to put on. We got our master cylinder, our pedals. Then we can figure out with our pedals where to put our Kirky. Also, our pedals might need to be extended a little bit. Like I said before, I want to get that Kirky as far back as possible. But we can mount our fuel cell, so on and so forth. Just kind of try and move along with the progress of the truck. Like I said, once the engine gets here, that's when we're really going to get into it because we got wiring to do. That's another thing. We got to relocate our battery somewhere. I don't know if we're going to put it on the side of the frame back here. I don't know exactly what that all looks like, but we just have a lot of work we got to do. The wiring's probably going to take a while. We got coolers to mount, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, guys, it's another night in the garage. Really, we just got the floor patched up, but we are ready to proceed forward with reassembling the truck. So yeah, doors, we got all kinds of stuff to do. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I know it's been a little bit monotonous, but we're getting back to where we're going to be wrenching. So get out in your garage, get the wrenching on your truck.